type. And the teams themselves, they're not like Scrub Team. They're actually meticulously theory crafted as well. Every little hair, every module is perfectly in line. They probably even like overload them and do that really cool stuff that I never do. So
thermodynamics.
Maybe fly near the edge of the arena without going out.
yeah, wow.
And Squibbles?
That's next level.
Yeah, I mean, I would be ridiculed for all time for not picking Hydra, but I would certainly be okay if Nulli brought something cool enough to win.
Right. Red alert on the Hyperion. Commentators, take it away.
Another day. Because of winning with broadswords and then winning with Dominic's. This was a very interesting match. I'm going to come back and look at this later. Oh, Nulli, so cool, but not very good.
Welcome back, guys, to the final match of Day 6. Hydra Reloaded against Nulli Secunda. We have a flagship Geddon on the field that you are looking at right now. Nulli has brought their flagship along with a rather interesting comp here. I'm here with Apothene, Bacchanalian. We have a Golem Armageddon Proteus, 2 Eos, and 2 Jaguar from Nulli, who warped in at 0. Apothene, why don't you tell us about the Hydra team?
Hydra team have bought their typical triple Mauler setup. They love those damps, and possibly even with the damp 2 Merlins. They've got a Malediction that fills out the support wing. Then on top, we've got a super heavy DPS team with 2 Eos for a ton of links as well, 3 Vexor Navies, and an Aneros for Logi. We have about 10 seconds till the match starts. It is interesting that Nulli would come in at 0, you know, taking the center of that field with that Meepo, the armor, Tinker getting that great projection, and that Golem, I think, is going to be a linchpin of their comp here.
I am scratching my head a little about the choice of the Golem and the 2 Jags with this, but I'm really interested to see how it works. And right off the bat, Hydra just damps on everything. Everything but the Golem is damped. Meanwhile, a lot of damage coming down on the Hydra team, actually.
Looks like Nulli are going to go for the headshot, going to try and get that Aneros. Looks like they applied damage to the Vexor Navy first to put its reps on it, and now the Aneros has to decycle those reps. It used up a little bit of its cap, so it now has to come and rep itself. It is TP'd by the Golem, that bonus TP, extra damage going to it, and it is now going into its armor tank.
Yeah, they are all in on that Aneros. We'll see if they actually break through it. Those Jaguars starting to take damage. We'll see if Nulli can keep those up in the meantime, but if those Aneros start taking a lot of damage, that could be really problematic. Dark Soldat is taking damage. He's repping, but he is in armor, 81% right now, 79. Damage now coming down on the Proteus and the Eos on the other side of there, and the Jaguar not
looks
turning
like
armor.
the Proteus does have an extra LSP on it, similar to how you build an Aneros to max out the tank on it. Oh, here we go. Lots of things taking lots of damage. Damage is pretty split across the Nulli team, trying to confuse the Proteus Logi. Looks like Hydra are taking a lot of damage on that Aneros, but it is holding thus far.
This is absolutely just crazy. The Soneros at 56% armor, 52% armor. The Soneros is really struggling with this damage, 54% armor. If Nulli Secunda can break through the Soneros, things are going to start coming apart for Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, we've got tons and tons of rep bots on the Hydra and Neros. That is helping it out a lot, but you know,
42%, 41%, he's taking more and more damage as we go through this match.
Slowly burning through his tank, slowly bit by bit by bit by bit. Looks like the entire team is, of the Nulli team, as you would expect, is just crowding around, as we can see on the stream here. The Hydra Reloaded kind of surrounding them,
should mention, he is going extremely fast. Dark Soldat is doing 2,200 in his, he just slowed down, he probably turned. Maybe some more damage catches up to him here, but he's just burning away, trying to get away from these drones. Imperial Navy infiltrators.
Whoa, the Nero is taking another huge chunk of damage now into the bottom of his armor.
That's exactly what happens.
Critical.
You slow down like that, it's going to catch up.
Kill this Oneros and then manage to kill
He's
a
going
DPS
into structure.
ship.
This Oneros may go down here. 1 or 2 more volleys could really hurt.
Are Nulli going to break Hydra? Are they going to do it?
just no appreciable damage sticking to Nulli Secunda. And meanwhile, the Soneros is less than half structured. The Soneros is really, really struggling. A little bit of armor coming back. 5% armor, 40% structure. Can they do it? One more, 24%.
Nulli gets first blood against Hydra.
Oh my goodness!
If Nulli can
Unbelievable.
take a DPS ship off the field, they are already managing to tank. If they can make take more DPS off, the Proteus has an even easier time, and we may have possibly the biggest upset of the tournament so far on our hands.
Astounding. Absolutely astounding. And it just gets deleted. Vexor Navy off the field. Have to see if that might have been a boundary. That was a boundary violation from Duncan Tanner. Uncharacteristic. They are flying out of the arena. They say, forget it. We're going to the losers bracket. We are going to dominate.
With the loss of the Aneros, Hydra lose all confidence.
Unreal. I can only imagine their comms. They are, every one of them, flying out of the arena because they don't care anymore. They lost their logistics. They know this is over. They just want to end it and go to bed.
Hydra have lost to Nulli. They take it as a giant insult. They say, we are not worthy to stay on grid with these amazing foes with N3. And I've just completely given up. What? What?
I'm amazed. I'm unreal.
What a way to end the day!
Jeez.
We do still have
Heart
the Eos
SP.
of Hearts SP on
He's burning. He's burning.
On the field. He's burning, but he's like, what's he doing? The rest of his team
He's
left him
119,
behind.
he's
saying,
120.
we don't need no Logi. We don't need no other ships. Our solo Eos can take your team, but no. It goes out of the boundary. They have lost. Dude.
Dude, I don't even know. I was an incredible match.
Let's calm down. That was an exciting experience. Let's send it to the analysis desk because they will have something to say more than blah, blah, blah. Oh my god.
Hey, we're back.
Can they hear us now?
Let's assume that you're hearing us. So, welcome back. That match was very good. So what happened?
I was not expecting that.
What?
So what happened?
We all said Hydra.
We cursed. The commentator curse is that powerful. It somehow defeated Hydra.
No.
So what happened was, because the logistics cruiser died, they realized that their match was lost and decided to boundary violate all their ships so that their secrets stay safe.
Yeah, because there's no kill mails when you boundary violate. So,
But
there's still
there
going to be the
is.
Crest API.
Right.
Data. So people will be able to reverse engineer most of the fits, but if they had things like, you won't be able to tell how many tracking enhancers to gyrostabs, but obviously not in that case. But those kind of modules, passive modules, don't show up. So you can say
Or, I'm going to think that they're trying to make me very happy by simply boundary violating everyone. It's a tactic nobody suspected, and bravo, Hydra, you have won my heart. Through legitimate means, flying over the boundary has never been so violated.
I was really excited when I saw Duncan fly to the arena because I'd be like, yeah, I'm like a good pilot now. But then the rest of the people so I've still got some work to do, but eventually I'll get there.
So this is something that we might be able to discuss for the entire week leading up to the next next weekend of Alliance tournament. But move on.
So that means we're going to be seeing in the winners bracket, what's left is Tuskers versus Camel and PL versus Nulli.
Yep.
That's pretty huge on its own. Those are going to be some great matches. But then also it means that Hydra is down in the losers bracket, and they're going to be facing the winner of Pasta and Test.
Yes.
That's kind of painful to even say.
Now here's the question: will PL reverse the technique that you thought about earlier?
Not. No, I don't. I just don't want to see the losers bracket ever. It's like just Murder City down there. I'm just gonna avoid it. Please, just
think about how many hashtag swag tweets there would be. Think about how many times you could use the word Gucci
on
over
a
the
scale
course
of 1
of
to
that
Gucci.
match.
That would be like a 0.
Zero.
I don't even know what not Gucci is.
So I think actually though, what we probably just missed, it's that Hydra is doing the dive in the losers bracket because they really want to knock out Test.
It could be.
Oh,
Maybe.
wow, that is spiteful to a new level. Yeah.
They have obviously contracted some great spin doctors that will be working on this. I know as one alliance that might be able to lend them some.
The thing is, though, actually, knowing Hydra, they don't really need spin doctors. They're not going to try to spin this because they are just confident enough that they perform well. Sometimes they win most of the time, they lose some of the time, and they tend to be made up of some pretty good posters. So I doubt they're going to be trying to spin.
So
this
we should talk about this setup because that's what kind of led the thing. So in the tournament, Hydra's been banning Golembarger or Tinker.
Yes.
Because they know their setup, they know what the limitations are. So they made the setup that they took today twice, and they said, okay, well, there's no good armor tinkers, so we're just going to ban the shield tinkers, and we're going to go full ham. And that's what they did this time, but they found an armor tinker that Nulli had that was actually amazing.
Well, but that's the thing is, that Nulli tinker was weird.
It was weird, but also amazing.
Yeah,
It was so good though. Like,
Yep, it did. I mean, so the other thing is that the Marauder itself is something that, although they didn't ban them, obviously, it's still something that all of Hydra setups are vulnerable to. A Golem is bad news for all of them. Right. We saw No Holds Barred try to come in and like outthink Hydra and just like bring the counter to what Hydra can bring in. And they obviously weren't quite successful because they didn't have the ECM strength. But Nulli was able to take advantage of the fact that I think Hydra was probably trying to save setups. Hydra was already thinking about the next matches. They're thinking we need to save more of our setups. If they can get through first 3 weekends, only having given away 2 setups, that's pretty huge. That would be a great success.
Yeah, because the new format of the tournament is 4 weeks now, so this would have given potentially PL an entire week to reverse engineer one of the Hydra setups, and I don't know. I mean, that Proteus was so weird.
It was. So our control room just exploded because I think they're on autopilot and said that the next match is ready, which is it not. There is no matter, but
I mean, can we just watch that one again?
Like 6 days.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to be rewatching that one. Always. Like.
The fact that there was a shield boosting Proteus.
Yeah, that was like
armor
a real crippled.
repping
That was a real crippled Proteus. That was so weird.
Yeah, conceptually, like it was. That was just cool. I'm a fan. Does Nulli have a gear store? Because I need to go. I need to buy some stuff.
So with that, I'm going to call this 6th day of Alliance Tournament 12. It has been an honor to be here with you guys. I hope you like the desk, the blue desk, which isn't that blue. If you do it. If you see, it isn't. Yeah! So if you tune in for next weekend, Saturday at 3 Eve time, you'll see a lot more of this. So Squeeples, CCB Fuzzy, Elise Randolph, Back in Alien, Apothony, CCB Rise, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. We've enjoyed ourselves immensely. I've had a lot of fun. I've gotten to listen to my own voice a lot. I've had brain farts, alerts on my Hyperion, bad puns. I'm doing everything.
Yep.
And are you not entertained?